Hey guys, how's it going? Boy, do we have a busy day today. Or exciting, I guess, would be a better term. First off, I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Um, with a great deal of help from the wonderful Genobi, I did some troubleshooting off stream and figured out how to fix the problem we were having yesterday where I couldn't get into the romance dialogue with Alistair. Um, so we've got romancing to do, which is exciting. Um, Give me just a second. Let me get us music going. Okay, hopefully we're good now. Awesome. So, what we're gonna do first is we're actually gonna take a minute, step outside of Denham completely and go back to camp. I'm not entirely sure whether the fix that worked was actually
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Not sure whether it was the going back to camp or the leveling up the approval to almost max. But we're gonna do both. Oops. Well, we're gonna do both if I can not run into... There we go. Hi.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over.
There we go. Thank you for that, Shinobi. Well, that's an interesting one. It looks like he fell asleep. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So I'm gonna give him this guy.
Is that for me? Really?
Brings him up to 85.
I'm...
You don't trust this blooper. It looks suspiciously...
Are you sure I can't
Yeah.
interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay. We actually do have stuff to sell but I'm not super worried about it at the moment. Far more interested in getting this romance sorted out. Hey, Fast Rider, welcome back. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. So then this should bring him up to 95, I think. Basically what I did was, oops, not me, but Genovi's brilliant suggestion. I copied the save, and on a separate save, I basically tested.
Thank you. That's very nice.
I didn't sound nearly as enthusiastic about that as his approval would indicate. Alright.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our
Yeah, there we go.
traveling
There we go.
companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Let's see. This is Alistair. We generally joke with Alistair when there's an option to. Time for the juicy gossip, I take it?
I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader.
We're about to sweep the no swooper off his feet. Right? Absolutely. See. I wouldn't trust you to lead us to lunch. That's not true. Very cute. So you know I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Ouch, now I'm wounded. Look at me, bleeding all over the place. You're just not very nice, are you? Seriously,
no, not really.
I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different.
See. Only if you tell me your opinion as well.
Just try and stop me.
Okay.
Let's see, where should I begin? How about Ogren? You must have an opinion on the smell, at the very least.
I actually rather like him.
I would too if he could stick to the ribald stories and not so much with the belching and projectile vomiting. How he lifts his sword is a bit of a mystery. Though I suppose the point is that he does lift it. And so long as we can point him in the right direction, he charges too. He has gusto, I'll give him that.
He does have
Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
that. Why? Are you jealous?
Maybe a little. That doesn't stop the question from being relevant.
Yes, I actually do.
Really? Why? That's a lot of trust to put in someone who tried to kill you.
Let's see. I don't think I'll try again. True. I'm gonna have a connection. He tries anything, then he'll die. I'm willing to give him a chance. He's very useful. Many of these things are true. No, Alistair, I'm not nice. Mwahaha. I'm willing to give him a chance.
Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty.
Fair.
What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes, creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
There's no reason to be frightened of Sten.
I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think, and yet he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
We're all killers, Alistair. True. Mostly what bothers me is that I don't know why. You haven't missed it, Jay. Welcome in. It's next. We got a little hung up on alienage stuff and then trying to unlock the romance options with Alistair toward the end of stream yesterday. Genobi helped me troubleshoot it off stream, and we figured out how to get it to work because it was doing some weird thing where I wasn't getting the dialogue. So we're doing that now, and then Lance meet. So yeah, you haven't missed it. Yes, I suppose it does bother me a little.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Me either.
What about
but
Liliana? Is she
I know, right?
crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
Mr. Victor, right? I do believe that she believes in it. Not that necessarily makes her seem any less crazy. It could be true. Who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help
100% Fast Rider.
all.
100%. Best mod ever.
There she was. I noticed that you and her have become close.
Rivaled only by my other mod.
The rest of us have talked about it.
Speaking of which, hold on. You talk about us.
You think we have better things to do than gossip about you? You give us far too much credit. Is it true or not?
Give me a moment. My head is huge.
So I always forget that it's going to do the sound alert thing, so I unpause before it went. You're welcome. My pleasure. These companions really do make you feel a part of it all. So good. I know, right? Yay! Thank you, Fast Rider. I'm absolutely certain you won't regret it. We're talking about Liliana, right? He said close, which I guess we are, but not like that. I don't want to risk I don't want to risk putting him off. No, you're mistaken.
Oh, liar. Suit yourself. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
Never on purpose, Jay. Never on purpose. You really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you?
I like her just fine.
Great. I am thrilled beyond words. Now, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Is Al jealous of Liliana? Totally a little bit. Guys, where are we at now? '98, baby. Hell yeah.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
So this is the point where I exited out of the test save. This is Alistair we're talking about. Your new weapon of choice.
Yes, that's right. Watch as I thrash our enemies with the mighty power of floral arrangements. Feel my thorns, darkspawn. Ah! I will overpower you with my rosy scent. Or, you know, it could just be a rose. I know that's pretty dull in comparison.
Oh my god. Right? Terrifying. What the fuck, Alistair? This is why we love Alistair. One of the reasons, but a big one. What are you doing? Stop. Stop that. Smart ass. You have dinner. This is here so it doesn't slide out from under you. You're welcome, don't eat it. Crazy cat. So if you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho, you'd know not to dismiss the rose. Stop! What is wrong with you? You can leave. That wasn't convincing at all. It was like one of those shelf liner things on a table so that the laptop case doesn't slide out from under him. He's over here eating the damn thing. Sentiment can be a pretty potent weapon.
Is it that easy to see right through me? Huh. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
It's not there anymore, you may as well give up. That's a nice sentiment.
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Oh, oh my god, that's so friggin' sweet. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I have to. Feeling a little thorny, are we?
Oh, wow. She'll never see through that, I told myself. Boy, was I wrong.
Man, it's smooth. Hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is. Oh, relax. I happen to like it.
I guess it's a bit silly, isn't it? I just thought, here I am, doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself. You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
Oh my god. Holy hell, what a guy. Holy hell, what a guy. Ooh. Ooh, this is a tough one. The stream is getting steamy. Alistair, smooth, must be an imposter. So I'm debating between I feel the same way about you and so are we married now? Because when in doubt, tease when it comes to Alistair, I feel like is a pretty safe rule of thumb. So if this were IRL, A, I would be crying happy tears because holy shit, and B, I would probably go with I feel the same way about you. But for the entertainment value, I want to see how he replies to so are you married now?
Haha, you won't land me that easily, woman. I know I'm quite the prize after all. No need to start crying on me or anything. I guess it was just a stupid impulse. I don't know.
No!
Was it the wrong one?
No, no. No, it wasn't. Thank you, Alistair.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
You were doing so well, too.
Oh? You're lost then. All the ladies go on and on about how suave I am.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know how you can resist me like you do. Oh, look, is that a cloud? I expect rain.
Handsome Shrek vibes you're having, right? My opinion, Alistair might be the best romance outside of Morgan in the whole series. My next playthrough might actually have to be a male character, just so that I can romance Morgan. Okay. I'm gonna do a paranoid little save right there. Just because I feel like we're doing so very well. Hell yeah. He likes me as much as the dog does.
So this might sound a bit strange, but I have to ask. It's a personal question.
What kind of personal question?
I'm wondering about Liliana, really. It seems like the two of you have become quite friendly.
You're jealous, aren't you?
No, I'm not jealous. I'm just curious. Maybe I shouldn't be asking this, but what's going on between you two? Is it something serious?
No, it's not serious. I just enjoy Liliana's company.
I was under the impression that the two of you were romantically involved.
No.
I would have said something sooner, but
I mean, there may have been a little
didn't
flirting a
know
while
how
ago.
to put it without sounding, jealous. So, now that I've got that off my chest, let me ask something else. Do you have any feelings towards me?
Unfortunately, Liliana has to compete with the best of the best, Alistair and Morgan, right? Yeah. She was my second pick. For a while, I hadn't decided between the two of them, but yeah. Let's see. I've come to care for you a great deal.
I'd hoped that was the case. That wasn't too soon, was it?
Dude. We've been to Orzammar, we've been to the Selling Forest, we've been to Lothering, we've been to the Circle Tower, we've been to friggin' Deep Roads once. We've been to Orzammar twice, Deep Roads once. Denerim a couple of times. At this point, it has to have been months, not too soon. No, not really. I liked it.
Good. I'll take that as a good sign. What about Liliana then? I mean, sure, hot, but I don't like the idea of you leading her on.
I didn't think I was, but okay. Let's see. Don't make me decide between you. It's not the same as you and I. You're right. Decisions been made. It's you. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm sorry. I feel like she's always the third wheel. Yeah. Poor Liliana. So I'm debating between it's not the same as you and I, or you're right, my decision's been made, I choose you. But I'm gonna go with the second one because, or option 3, the second one that I said, because I don't want there to be any, like, I'm ready to wrap this shit up. I don't want there to be any question about it, no vagueness, no, just let's get on with it. You're right, my decision's been made. I choose you.
Thank you. I am a lucky man, don't I know it? Now, let's get back to what we were up to before, lest I forget why we're here.
Yeah, okay, I kind of figured Liliana wouldn't be a fan. -9 isn't as bad as I was honestly expecting, though. Literally Prince Charming, I know, right?
Something you need, my dear.
Oh, my dear now. I like it. Which is actually kind of weird because I'm not a huge fan of that one in like IRL, but somehow he just pulls it off. I could discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
So, how would you like to join me in my tent?
Join you? In your tent?
You sound so confused. If you don't want to.
Oh, that's not it at all. Not that I want to seem
I can hear the blush.
eager. I must sound like a fool. You know that I've never done anything like this with anyone. I was quite sheltered after all. I care for you so much. Whenever I think of this, I feel like a bumbling idiot. All
I'm so sorry.
I wish I could be better at this. I want it to be right.
You're fine. Relax. So I'm debating between, I think this is as right as it gets, and would you rather we waited? My normal instinct is to go with would you rather we waited. But, that being said, I have anxiety. I know how these things work. If you satisfy your anxiety too much, then you just end up making excuses to put shit off, and then it just gets more anxiety-inducing. Which is kind of why I'm hesitating here. It's like, Also, from a storyline perspective, I don't really want to wait. I think this is as right as it gets.
With the Darkspawn on our heels, death awaiting us at every turn, sure, why not? Hot.
What better
I
time?
don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot, if you are.
So very awkward. Yes, I'm willing.
Right. I'm going to stop talking.
That's
now.
probably for the best. All the time you need to be the talking voice in my head, IRL. Ooh, steamy. Oh my, indeed. Goodness. I was expecting just like lengthy black screen and then cool, we're good. Like,
You know, according to all the sisters at the monastery, I should have been struck by lightning by now.
This is something way back on release. Nothing wrong with boosting his ego a little bit. Not for that performance.
Meaning it was so great that the Maker himself has decided to spare me the usual punishment, right? Right? Oh. You do realize the rest of our little party here is going to talk, right? They do that.
like you said, nothing better to do but gossip. For a smart comment, and I feed them to the darkspawn. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, the others in camp. Right? So, I'm hesitating because it's Alistair, so normally I would go with the first smart comment and I feed them to the darkspawn just because it's the funny option, right? But at the same time, I feel like I do want him to know that I don't care. I'm just gonna quietly appreciate the first smart comment and I feed them to the darkspawn. But what I'm actually gonna make her we want you to go all in. That's a good one. Let them talk, I don't care.
Oh sure, now you say that. By tomorrow it'll be icy glares and awkward silences right before battle. Just you watch. So, what now? Where do we go from here?
Duncan would want that. Oh boy. Okay, so options are, I really don't know. I have a darkspawn horde to defeat. True. You're going to become king. I'm gonna rule that one out for the simple fact that I feel like it's not up to me to dictate that, so I'm not gonna tell him that he is or isn't. Why should we go anywhere? Well, for starters, aforementioned darkspawn horde. We stay together no matter what happens. That's what I'm going with. We stay together no matter what happens.
Right, I can handle that. I hope.
So
Before we
true.
go, have I told you that I love you? I did. Well, it won't kill you to hear it again, will it?
I love you too.
See? Was that so hard?
Not really.
Wah! That got him!
Yeah, it did. Hell yeah, it did. Hold on, I want to see what the achievement was that I just got. Oh. Recruit all possible allies, that's cool. Experience a little romance with Alistair. Excellent. You are going to let me save. Damn you. Okay, there we go. What's that?
I shall do it.
Can you box the resources you've collected for your troops? Ooh, interesting. Turning crafting materials for the Dalish, turning coins for Arl Eamon's knights, turning rings for the circle. Ooh. I assume I don't get those back, right? You have to work conspired. I think you mean transpired. The arrow has to be your favorite RPG now. Oh, totally, totally. I assume I don't get these things back, right? Okay, so gone for good. Okay, I figured as much. Cool, thank you. Okay, so we finished the Mage's Collective quest. We finished the Blackstone Irregulars quests. We have successfully and thoroughly romanced Alistair. We've done the alienage stuff. For some reason it reset the thing in the journal, but it still let me turn it in, so I'm not worried about that. Increase the respective group's strength and loyalty. Okay, good to know. I assume I have a bit to go back to that, right? Like, I can deal with that after Lennon's meet and stuff. Alright, unless there's something else. Can't remember, but I think they are there until you can no longer return to camp. Okay. And I'm assuming I can return to camp after the Lance meet then. Basically I want to get on with the Lance meet, but I also don't want to like shoot myself in the foot by mistake because I was in too much of a hurry, you know? Assuming none of these things have to be done before the Lance meet, I think we're good to go. Yeah, just don't go to Red Cliff after Landsmeet until you've done... Okay, gotcha. Cool. Thank you. Excellent. In that case, I'm going to... Landsmeet! Politically speaking, does it matter which companions I have with me? Does it have any effect on the Landsmeet itself? He's definitely coming with me.
Yes.
I don't think so, but you may or may not want to be... Okay. Alright, gotcha. In that case...
Indeed.
Yes.
Officer has to go around love's sake. Of course. Of course. That was a given. For love's sake. I'm only hesitating because I do rather like the mental image of walking into the Landsmeet with the possibly future king, the Witch of the Wilds, and like a Mabari Warhound at my heels. Like, that's just awesome. But Shale is about as battle ready as I get right now, honestly. So said it's going to be a big ass golem at my heels. Oh, not what I meant. What do you mean I can't travel at this time? What?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
That was weird. I detour past Gorham's stand because I realized that I didn't even sell off all the stuff that was like an obvious.
Dwarf, welcome back.
Intensify.
Is there something else you'd like to look at?
No, I just want
Only
to
the
get.
finest crafts. straight from Orzammar.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of some of the shit.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Hmm. Mm. Plus 50 stamina? Damn. Enchantment? Enchantment! Yes. How come all the cool armor is all massive? Hmm. And 26 fatigue. Hmm. Oh, it's actually better. Maybe in your second playthrough you can mod your pup as your first companion. Yeah, main reason I didn't this time was because I was aware that there was some location when I looked it up, I was reading the reviews, and apparently there was some location that you basically have to completely unload the mod for. Otherwise it like glitches and bugs out and stuff. And it was, I don't remember where they said it was, but I knew it was a place we haven't been yet. So it just didn't seem worth any risk to the first playthrough, if that makes sense. As much as I love Danny. Right, that this one was better, but also not because it can't be enchanted or whatever. Those are pretty good. Actually, I might take one of those, honestly. Oh yeah, I definitely gotta give him that one. So Asterian's Might, I think, is gonna go to Alistair. We can do that later, though. That's not so important. Thank you for that, Jay. Yeah, but does having Danny in your party as an additional party member count as an aesthetic mod? Because that was what we're talking about. Like, I'm not worried about like the helmet mod and stuff. That was a good stretch. Oh, right. Stan. Five spell power. About win. Cold damage, fire damage, electricity damage, spirit resistance, and magic. I don't know if that's actually more useful or not. You're not always imagining it. You're not always imagining it. Especially when I do the twist one, my back almost always cracks. Okay. That's better anyway.
Dwarven craft.
Mm-hmm.
Direct from Orzammar.
In the House of Elden
Won't
Ring,
find
but
better.
lurking. Okay, son. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, sorry, Genovi, I just realized I missed your message before. Never used it, so I couldn't tell you. Hey! Oh. That's not for you. Yeah. You say hi to chat. Ow. You say hi, chat. Mabari Warcat? Yes. Yes. Are you mad at the Mabari Warcat? Mad at the Mabari Warcat? gonna go kick all their asses for me. He's purring. He's purring. Mm-hmm. You ferocious little cat. Yeah, I love you too.
Very well.
Hair all over my face now. Get. Sorry, guys. I just realized how close that was to the microphone. Shit. I'm sorry. Ghost, you're supposed to palm your own face like this. Yeah, what he said. Smart ass. +2 happiness. Cat, get. That's not for you. It is not yours. Those are my snacks. No. Turns out even Ghost likes these caffeinated donuts I found. Supposed to palm your own face. Oh man, the mental image of him actually doing that too. Alright.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
I have proof Logan was involved in slave trading.
Make her forgive me.
Hey.
I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Logan. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Okay. All right. Cat hairs out of my eyes. I did. I made them leave everything, but I let them live. I seriously contemplated not letting them live, but I couldn't quite bring myself to murder the guy in cold blood when he had already surrendered and I could already get everything back from him. So I got everything back from him and made him run away with his tail tucked between his legs. Cooking makes me sweat. Alright. Did I not cook that? Oh, I didn't realize it was going to ask me.
Indeed.
Yes.
What happened to your... Okay. Shell, why do you not have your crystals? Hmm. Okay. By the way, I do recommend the books after you finish Origins, if you're ever looking for something to read. Awesome. I already had a mental note to, after yesterday, I had a mental note to look them up on Audible after I finished
I shall do it.
the game. Here we go. This is not for you. Mm-hmm.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn this nation apart to oppose my lord, and never once tried to understand why he is a hero to Ferelden. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
What a bitch. Do you really not see what Logan has become?
I have had so many doubts of late. Logain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it, but I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to.
They started out as not too distant prequels, flesh out key characters. Neat! Then let me stop him. You know it's the only way.
I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Logain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
And this is why I'm always a fan of coercion type skills. Nice, I didn't manage to get her to see Reed's on my live run. Awesome. I mean, not awesome that you didn't get her convinced, but I think I've actually got all 4 tiers of coercion at this point, actually. Oh, here we go.
It is begun.
Hell yeah, it is.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Logain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path
that we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
He's a good speaker.
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer.
Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Wait, what? I'm so confused. Alistair's an Orlesian agent now? The fuck is this bullshit? Okay. Oh boy, I'm trying to find out. Big decision time. Gotta figure out what my focus is here. Definitely going with one of the persuade options. I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden. Or the blight is the threat here, not Orlais. I'm gonna... Cat, I swear to God, if you choose an option for me... Okay, so I'm trying to think of the plan basically. Did Eamon ever say whether or not he thought we should mention Ostagar at the lands meet? I don't want to come off as a crazy person making accusations unless we have something to back it up. But at the same time, come on. Like... kind of wish... Oh... Ooh. I kind of wish there was a dialogue option to shoot back with, I don't know, how much Ferelden blood does Tevintergold buy these days? Because he would know, wouldn't he? Stares intently.
That got him!
If I say the blight is a threat here, not Orlais, on the one hand it's consistent because I'm a warden, so me harping on about the dangers of the blight is kind of exactly what people would expect, right? But at the same time, it'd be very easy for him to come back with, yeah, and what about after the blight, blah, blah, blah. Going with, I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden, puts him, instead of just contradicting him with another statement, it almost forces him on the defensive. Like, he can't really have an offensive response to that without, in some way, shape, or form, deflecting it or something first. So, I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden.
Some of us are curious, Logain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
Okay. Immediately ruling out option number 2. You allowed Ren and Hal to imprison and torture innocents. I mean, true, but also not related to Ostagar and therefore not going to help my point much. You sold Ferelden citizens into slavery to fund your war. Also true. I'm just going to have to hope that it gives me another chance to bring that up, though, because it's still not a retort to what he's saying. And, in fact, it kind of sounds like a tacit admission, almost. Like, he accuses me of leading the king to his death, and almost like there's an implied, yeah, but you did this, and this was worse, so... I don't want to imply any sort of yeah, but about the wardens leading the king to his death, because that's bullshit. You were the one who fled the battle and left him to die.
Oh, please go on. The Landspeak longs to hear a proper tactical analysis of Ostagar from an elf. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Oh, you have plenty to regret about his loss, I get that. And you should atone by supporting Marik's remaining son, one would think. How can you think the blight is not a serious threat then? Do you regret having a blood mage poison Arl Eamon? There we go. So basically, I'm leaning toward either 4 or 5. I'm probably going to go with 5 though, because while we have Arl Eamon himself here, without Jowan here to testify, it's arguably Eamon's word against Logain's, whereas we actually have like literal documents of the Tevinter thing. So let's go with the one we have the most proof of first. Not how I would do it if it was like an actual like trial, because I would know exactly how long I had to present evidence, and I would absolutely present the most solid last, since I would stick in people's heads. But I don't know how long I have in this case. So, as much as you regret selling elves to Tevinter?
Selling elves? Explain this, Logain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marik knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of
Yeah, well,
this.
so will your country.
I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
Take it she hasn't appeared yet, then. I'm tempted to not let him deflect. Go with, we're discussing your crimes here. The emphasis on your, again, almost sounds like a tacit admission that I've got crimes of my own to discuss or something, which I'm not a fan of. So that's a tough one, though, because he's very, very, very much deflecting. What are you talking about? What are you talking about is awfully open-ended. He can make up anything he wants. Let's try number 3. What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself.
Thank God. About freaking time, Your
Lords and
Majesty.
ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Hey, Dallas. So far, it's going. We haven't lost yet. Oh, wait for the...
Scoop. He got hit by it instead
This
of me.
one.
Wait, your health can't be too bad. You look pissed. Are you okay?
Oh, I do love that clip. I hope the rest of your stream went well. Ah. The Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden.
The Blight is coming! We need the Grey Wardens!
Hell yeah, you do. Has anybody forgotten that the point of a blight is the archdemon that none of you guys can take care of? Option 3 is, ha, you lose. The Landsmeet is against you, Logain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have.
What's with the Raven?
How dare you judge me?
Sus bird is sus. The fuck was that? Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Which, okay. I'm slightly confused. She said to abide by the outcome. I thought I was just basically putting off him attacking everybody in the hall. We're not still deciding this, are we? I mean, the Landsmeet was a clear majority, right? Am I misunderstanding this? Yeah, go get him, Shale. I mean, it is tempting. It is tempting. At the same time, I almost feel like this is something that I need to do myself. I'm sure as hell not sending Alistair against him. Morrigan's too squishy. Like, she might be okay, but I prefer not to send her into single combat. Which basically leaves me or Shale. Shale would be funny. But I feel like I barely have any idea of what Shale... Like, I think I've paid attention to Shale's actual abilities in exactly one battle so far. So I feel like I don't really... It's sort of like trying to fix something with a toolbox that I don't know what's in it very well. Plus, I have no idea of weird quirks like, can Shale use a health poultice? I assume so, but I haven't actually tried it. Not the kind of thing I want to find out in a critical moment like this. That, oh wait, rock isn't affected by healing pulses or whatever. Besides, there's something just distinctly satisfying about him being beaten into the ground by a young elf girl half his size. I'm just saying. I'll fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
It's a little loud. Wait, am I not? Okay, never mind. It's probably just cutscene. Okay. Give me 1 second. I wanted to check that against I don't suppose Logain is a literal dragon. Duncan's dagger is 10 damage plus 10 damage to dragons, which I think is why I have it equipped, is because I was fighting Glumith. Actually, I think I just have it equipped because it was Duncan's dagger and I didn't have the talent for that lets you wield 2 full-size weapons yet, but I do now. For Duncan! Okay, armor penetration is going to be very much my friend here. My attack is already 96. So by Darkspawn. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony if I took down Logain with Merrick's blade. But it has plus 0.75 health and stamina regen. This thing is OP as all hell. I think I might end up doing that, actually. .5 armor penetration. Pretty close in terms of critical chance. Okay. Now I'm just looking to see if I need to swap out the axe for this sword. But I think the armor penetration on the existing one is going to be more handy. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had the armor penetration gloves too. That helps. Okay, cool. Poison. Spirit damage. Potent spirit damage versus moderate nature damage and a chance to stun. Moderate nature damage and a chance to stun, I think. Okay. Only a yellow name, really? Actually, okay.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
As you say.
By Marek and the Maker!
Very well. It is begun.
Yes, that's what I was waiting for.
As you say.
I'm tempted to call the wolf, but honestly, I think in the time it took me to summon it, he could probably cut me down. I don't think I can...
Is that all you've got?
Blast!
Well done. Yes! Excellent.
Get off!
Excellent.
Don't give them the advantage!
That was a pretty good one. Should take this opportunity to eat some more mushrooms too while I'm not taking damage every time I do.
It shall be done.
That was a good one.
Wonderful. Excellent.
I must.
Yes.
Oh, hey, look, I'm airborne. That's funny.
Yes.
It is begun.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Oh.
Have
Yes.
you no concern for your own existence?
No, wait, hold on. Did I almost missed that?
Help!
Nope. That was very, very lucky.
Watch out! Now we do battle.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Less ranting, raving lunatic than I was honestly expecting. It's not my place to murder him out of hand. That can come later. Accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. Batean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Oh, now there's an interesting concept. I'm debating between asking why, asking if it would even work. Because, I mean, it's true, he's not exactly loyal to us. You want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
Fair.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
Oh dear God. I do not feel prepared to make this decision. I wish I had a chance to try and persuade Alistair, because honestly, the most compelling argument I can think of is that sooner or later, we will have to face the Archdemon. Either we send Loghain against it and let him get killed, or it's one of us. Or all of us, maybe. I don't know. But, on the other hand, I can also see the point of, like... Well, it's not really a point anybody but me tried to make. But the whole, like, do we really want him alive and working with us so that he can stab us in our beds or whatever? It's kind of hard to tell just how deep the crazy runs, you know? But I also see Alistair's point. I feel like if we find any of the other Grey Wardens, well, was that supposed to be tough decisions? Or, yeah, okay. It was like thought decisions. I mean, all of my decisions are sort of thought decisions. That means what I think it means. Then there's the whole added aspect of I don't want Alistair to hate me. Autocorrect is too active. So at this point, the mental debating has sort of make a romance scene incoming. At this point, the mental debate basically boils down to Alistair's right about absolutely everything that he just said, pitted against the thought of going up against the Archdemon and one or multiple of the three of us getting killed in the process. And wishing I had let Logain live so that I could send him against the Archdemon instead. Well, not instead, but basically as a meat shield. But in the meantime, we'll have to be watching our backs every second. And possibly his too. If any of the other Grey Wardens, if we find other Grey Wardens and they had friends at Ostagar, we might also have to be watching, Logain's back just to keep the damn guy alive until the Archdemon. Make Logain a legend? No, to make him a meat shield. He's already a legend, remember? And now he's a disgraced legend. Also, it's kind of just occurred to me that I don't really side with Alistair much on things when it comes to people. He didn't want me to accept Zevin, and I did anyway. He doesn't trust Morrigan, and I do. I don't really agree with him a lot in terms of people, but I agree with him on this. I wonder if that means something. And then there's the question of that agreement I made with the Queen. I don't remember if I actually agreed to let him live. I don't think I would have. Like, specified one way or the other unless I was forced. But I don't actually remember for sure. But we've already beaten Logain, which means that I'm not as worried about her. It's actually Alistair. I feel like this is the point where if this was a movie and you were watching the thoughts running through Azrin's head, be back and forth, you know, thinking about Ostagar and then thinking about this future battle with the Archdemon and, you know, fear of watching like Alistair, for example, because movie and drama, gets struck down by the archdemon, and like how it could be Logain instead. And then back and forth, and I feel like at this point it would all sort of just coalesce into a single slideshow of every conversation I ever had with Duncan. No, Logain has to die for his crimes.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees. Forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Decisions like this is what make DAO so good. Yes. Yes. Alistair, you should be the one to do this.
I will. I owe that to Duncan.
I figured you might feel that way.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No! When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then. He abdicates in favor of me.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
Oh, Lord. Unless you put me in the middle again. I need to talk to Alistair first.
Strange. I feel like I'm back at the Abbey, trying not to get chosen last for the sparring teams.
You got chosen first, my love. Wait. Oh, damn it, it's not gonna be a private conversation, that's lame. Don't hurt Alistair. What do you think I should do?
You're asking me? I guess you have to choose between Honora and me, right? Frankly, I think you should give her the throne. I've never wanted it. But it's up to you.
You really think I should choose her?
She seems to want it, anyway.
That doesn't mean anything. Come on, you know better than that.
Yes? Maybe? I don't know.
Damn it. I was hoping for a little more conviction than that. I'm avoiding option 2 because he's already made it clear he doesn't think he's a better choice than Honora, which I feel like makes that kind of a dumb question. Do you think you're ready to be king?
Are there people who are ready for that sort of thing?
Yeah.
But I guess if it comes down to it, I'll do my best. Oh, I think my stomach just twisted up in a knot or something.
So sorry. Why do I get the distinct impression he's trying to make the decision easier on me and just failing miserably? It's like, if you were so vehemently against it, that would at least make the decision easy. Should I choose Honora?
She seems to want it anyway. And
Oh, okay, that is what I asked before. Never mind.
So, yes? Maybe? I don't know.
I want to talk to Honora as well.
Certainly.
Are you prepared for this? Are you sure it's what you want?
I have never had the smallest doubt.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes me nervous, honestly. Okay, let's ration our way through this. Ration our way? Logic our way through it? Whatever. Basically, unless I'm forgetting something, there are really two distinct advantages to putting Alistair on the throne instead of Honora. One, we know his ambition doesn't tend to run away with him and overrun his compassion. And two, he maintains that bloodline they care about so much. Those are really the only advantages I see. Yeah, but I don't care about being queen any more than he cares about being king. I'm probably not quite as opposed to it as he is opposed to being king, but I also don't think we should take two of the only 3 Grey Wardens in Ferelden and tie them up in royal politics in the middle of a blight. I mean, there's that to consider. I mean, to be fair, that is a certain position of power, but at the same time, you're still gonna have to send both the king and the queen to go fight the archdemon themselves. It doesn't seem like a great idea. And yet, as Grey Wardens, it has to be us, right? Like, we can't send Riordan on his own. Which actually is a pretty strong point anyway, is that Alistair might continue the bloodline for now, but unless he fathers a son, risk-wise, the only way to actually be sure that he would continue the bloodline would be to have him father a son with somebody other than me before we fight the archdemon, just in case both of us get killed. On the other hand, if both of us get killed, then the world is probably doomed anyway, so, you know. I am way overthinking this, I'm aware. But, you know, you guys really ought to expect that from me at this point. I'm ready to choose.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead for Eldon?
God. The pressure. The pressure! Get pregnant, sacrifice baby, problem solved. Yeah, I'm sure that would solve all the problems. Alistair, Enora. Alistair will be king and I'll rule beside him. Requires a persuasion check. No surprise there. Alistair and Enora should marry and rule jointly. No, thank you. I mean, I see the logic, but no fucking thank you. Okay. Maker, I hope I don't come to regret this. Queen Enora.
Thank you, Warden. You were wise not to disrupt Ferelden's governance any further in a time of such crisis. My first act as Queen must be to insist on receiving Alistair's oath before all the lands meet, to relinquish all claim to the throne for himself and his heirs.
Oh, I never wanted it. I mean, yes, of course. Happily, in fact.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
She's not a bad speaker either. If anything, it actually crossed my mind if I could create my own solution to the whole who should be king or queen problem. What I was actually thinking was she gets to be queen, but it's Alistair's heir who inherits the throne from her. That way the bloodline is maintained. He doesn't have to be king.
So it's done. My father is dead. I never thought he would go so far. I never thought it would end like it did. Such a waste.
The thought had crossed my mind that I hoped she wasn't thinking of avenging him. But stuff like, I never thought he would go so far, such a waste, doesn't really sound like someone driven to revenge to me. I'm sorry, I wish it could have been otherwise. He was still her father after all.
But what is done is done. My father had no illusions about the consequences of his actions, and neither do I. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
There you go, guys. Also, did that say... I know that didn't say Rabbit Rouser. Rabble, maybe? Rabble Rouser. That makes more sense. I could have sworn it said Rabbit Rouser. Whew. Well, I got a level up out of it. The land's meet has concluded. Is it worth all the intense anticipation there, Jay? I know you were looking forward to that for a while. Sorry it took me so long to get here. I kept underestimating just how close we actually were.
I'd better not see one speck of black on those loaves, Corella, or it's back to the scullery with you. I'd better not catch you trying to serve brown bread to the guests again.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Interesting. This is this. I wonder if it's something about being here. This is the same dialogue loop I was stuck in before. Like, before we were in a romance. That's odd. Maybe there's something about the estate. Looking forward to my ending? Awesome. Me too. Just not too eagerly, because I'm enjoying the story too, you know?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Whew, that was fun. Do you think I'm going to need to take a bio break before we go much further, though? You're almost done. Cherish it. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, lots of level ups. Okay, give me 1 second. I will... Well, page would load. Okay. There we go. All right. It's 100% satisfied with my ending. Nice. Nice. All right. I'm going to take bio break before we move on to the next thing. It seems like a good place to pause